Did you know that some Social Security recipients could be seeing payments that approach record levels this June 2025, with maximum benefits potentially reaching unprecedented amounts? While the headlines about $4,000 payments might sound too good to be true, there's actually more to this story than meets the eye. And understanding what's really happening with Social Security benefits this month could make a significant difference in your financial planning. If you're wondering whether you qualify for these higher payments, when exactly your check will arrive, or what changes are affecting Social Security recipients nationwide, you're definitely going to want to stick around for this complete breakdown. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell because we're constantly updating you on the latest Social Security news and changes that could impact your benefits. Let's start by addressing the elephant in the room about these so-called $4,000 Social Security payments that have been making headlines. The reality is that the maximum Social Security check for 2025 is $5,108 per month, up from $4,873 in 2024. But this maximum amount is only available to a very select group of high earners who meet extremely specific criteria. The confusion around the $4,000 figure actually stems from a different development entirely. A section entitled Enhanced Deductions for Seniors outlines the Social Security benefits those over 65 could soon be entitled to. The bill states that, for tax years 2025 through 2028, seniors will be entitled to an additional $4,000 deduction on Social Security wages. This isn't an increase in your monthly Social Security payment, but rather a tax deduction that could reduce how much you owe on your Social Security benefits when tax season rolls around. Now, what does this mean for the average Social Security recipient? The actual increase that most people are seeing comes from the cost of living adjustment that was implemented this year. Social Security benefits and Supplemental Security Income (SSI) payments for more than 72.5 million Americans will increase to 5% in 2025, which represents a modest but meaningful boost to monthly payments. For someone receiving the average Social Security benefit, this translates to an additional $30 to $50 per month, depending on their current benefit amount. While this might not sound as exciting as a $4,000 payment, it's a guaranteed increase that every Social Security recipient will see reflected in their monthly checks. But here's where things get interesting for June 2025 specifically. Are you curious about when exactly your Social Security payment will arrive this month? The payment schedule for June follows the same pattern that Social Security has used for years, but there are some important dates you need to mark on your calendar. Individuals who began receiving benefits prior to May 1997 will receive their payments on June 3, 2025. Since June 1, 2025, falls on a weekend, SSI payments were sent early on May 30, 2025. This early payment for SSI recipients is actually great news because it means some people already have their June benefits in their accounts. For everyone else, your payment date depends entirely on your birthday, and this is where many people get confused about the Social Security payment system. Wednesday, June 11th, beneficiaries whose birthdays fall between the 1st and 10th of any month, Group 2. Wednesday, June 18th, beneficiaries with birthdays between the 11th and 20th, Group 3. Wednesday, June 25th, beneficiaries with birthdays between the 21st and 31st, Group 4. Understanding which group you fall into is crucial for planning your monthly budget and knowing exactly when to expect your funds to be available. What makes June 2025 particularly significant isn't just the regular payment schedule, but also some major changes that have been affecting Social Security recipients throughout this year. Have you heard about the Social Security Fairness Act and how it's impacting payments? Today, the Social Security Administration announced it is immediately beginning to pay retroactive benefits and will increase monthly benefit payments to people whose benefits have been affected by provisions that previously reduced benefits for certain groups of workers. This means that some recipients are seeing not just their regular monthly payments, but also retroactive payments that could add up to substantial amounts. The eligibility requirements for maximum Social Security benefits are something that many people don't fully understand. And this lack of understanding often leads to disappointment when people realize they won't be receiving those headline-grabbing maximum amounts. To qualify for the highest possible Social Security payment, you need to have earned the maximum taxable income for Social Security purposes for at least 35 years of your working career. The Social Security tax limit in 2025 is $176,100, up $7,500 from $168,600 in 2024. This means you would have needed to earn at least this amount every year for 35 years, And you would also need to delay claiming your benefits until age 70 to receive the maximum possible monthly payment. For most Americans, this level of earnings throughout their entire career simply isn't realistic, which is why the average Social Security payment is significantly lower than the maximum. However, that doesn't mean you can't optimize your Social Security benefits to get the highest possible amount for your situation. Are you making the most of your Social Security strategy? There are several factors that can increase your monthly payments, including working for at least 35 years, earning higher wages throughout your career, and most importantly, delaying your claim beyond your full retirement age. One aspect of Social Security that often surprises people is how the payment system works for different types of benefits. For SSI in 2025, the maximum monthly payment is $967 for individuals and $1,450 for couples. However, your payment may be reduced depending on your income, living arrangements, and other eligibility factors. Supplemental Security income operates under completely different rules than regular Social Security retirement benefits, and the payment amounts and schedules can vary significantly based on your individual circumstances. The timing of Social Security payments isn't arbitrary, and understanding the system can help you better manage your finances throughout the month. The reason payments are spread out over multiple weeks is to help manage the massive volume of transactions that the Social Security Administration processes every month. With over 70 million Americans receiving some form of Social Security benefits, spreading payments across multiple dates helps ensure that the system runs smoothly and that everyone receives their money on time. What should you do if your Social Security payment doesn't arrive on your expected date? Anyone who hasn't received their payment on the expected date should allow 3 working days before contacting Social Security. Saturdays, Sundays, and public holidays are not working days. This waiting period is important because sometimes there can be minor delays in processing, especially when payment dates fall close to weekends or holidays. If you contact Social Security too early, they won't be able to help you, and you'll just end up having to call back later. Looking ahead beyond June 2025, are you prepared for the changes that might be coming to Social Security? The program faces long-term funding challenges that could affect future benefits, and staying informed about potential changes is crucial for your retirement planning. While the current increases in payment schedules are secure, understanding the broader picture of Social Security's financial health can help you make better decisions about when to claim your benefits and how to integrate Social Security into your overall retirement strategy. The key takeaway from all this information about June 2025 Social Security payments is that while the headlines about $4,000 payments might be misleading, there are real increases and important changes happening that could benefit many recipients. Whether you're seeing higher payments due to the cost of living adjustment, retroactive payments from the Social Security Fairness Act, or tax savings from new deductions, staying informed about these changes is essential for maximizing your Social Security benefits. Remember to mark your calendar for your specific payment date based on your birthday. Keep an eye out for any additional payments you might be eligible for. And don't hesitate to contact Social Security if you have questions about your benefits. The system can be complex, but understanding how it works puts you in a much better position to make the most of your Social Security benefits both now and in the future.